How's it going, guys? Wibi MacDonald from the Minnesota Heat here. I coach for the Minnesota Heat, and I've been working as a shooting coach for the past 8 years or so. Today I'm going to break down mechanics in a jump shot, how I teach things or how I've been teaching things lately. And this works for elementary kids, middle school, high school, all the way to college and professional. I think a lot of people can take stuff from this. Then at the end we're going to do some drills that you can do on your own breakdowns, footwork, mechanics, and I'll all apply to the drills we'll do at the end. Let's get going. All right, guys, this is my student Carter. Carter's been playing the Heat program. He's great with his fundamentals, and he's going to help me out demonstrate a couple things so it's easier for some of you guys to see. Okay, when I shoot a jump shot, okay, I focus on 3 things. Okay, my feet, my lower body, and my upper body. Okay, and it starts its way from the bottom and works its way to the top. If we have improper feet, okay, it messes up everything for the rest of the shot. All right, so Carter, you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed, okay. So Carter is going to have one of 2 bases, okay? He can either have his feet shoulder width even, just like that, or he can have his right foot slightly ahead, okay? Whatever's more comfortable. If he gets his right foot too far ahead, it's like he's throwing a dart. If he gets his left foot ahead, he ends up twisting in his shot. So we want our feet either even, or our dominant foot is going to be slightly ahead, whatever's comfortable for you. Now, if you're left-handed, it's going to be switched. Okay, for everything we do today, Carter's right-handed, so it's going to be mirrored if you're left-handed. So take discretion. All right, now we move to the lower body. Okay, I'm focusing on my knee area to my hips. Okay, the largest and strongest muscles in your body are in your legs or in your quads. Okay, the bulk of our power in our shot is actually going to come from our lower body. All right, so if we don't get that good knee bend and that extension from our hips, we don't have the power for our shot. It's a lot harder and our arms have to do a lot more work. Okay, we're less consistent. All right, so Carter's going to give me a good knee bend here. Okay, he's going to drop his hips. See, he gets his bend in his knees, he drops his hips, and now he's ready to shoot it. Okay, so I want you guys to try that out a little bit. Okay, get a couple of good squats, a couple of good knee bends with your feet shoulder width apart. Just nice and easy up and down a little bit so you get that extension. Okay, once you're good with that, we'll move on. So now we move to the upper body. Let me see the ball, Carter. All right, so Carter, you said you're right-handed, right? Yeah. Okay, then Carter's dominant hand will be his right hand. Okay, we'll also call that his shooting hand. All right, so Carter's gonna focus on his, what I call his shooting pocket. All right, some of you guys, when you go to a restaurant, you see a waiter carry food, they might carry it on a tray, they carry it on this little, on their palm right here, and we're gonna call that our shooting pocket. Carter's gonna do the exact same thing as shooting pocket. Okay, his hand is in front of his shoulder, and his elbow is underneath. Now, when we do our shooting pocket, we want our elbow to get as directly below our hand as possible. If we get that elbow out too much, my extension goes forward. If we get our elbow inside, it makes an awkward transition for that shot. Okay, so Carter's gonna get his knees bent. He's gonna get his shooting pocket there, okay? So now he's gonna spread his fingers, and that ball is gonna rest on the pads of his hands. Not his fingertips, not his palm. It's gonna rest on the pads of his hands, okay? That way he can secure the ball. All right, that's where he's gonna start his shot from. From that shooting pocket, we're gonna extend our elbow past our eye, and he's gonna extend up, and he's gonna roll the ball off his pointer finger and middle finger, and he's gonna hold his follow-through up in the air. Okay, now this follow-through allows him to get backspin on the ball. So Carter, why don't you do that again? Okay, he's gonna hold it up. Now I use the analogy, okay, you're in your house late at night, you sneak into the kitchen, and there's a big jar of Oreos at the top. I know Carter likes his Oreos, okay? All right, so there's a big jar of Oreos at the top shelf in his kitchen, okay? He's gotta reach up there and grab into that jar a handful of Oreos. Now when he does that, he needs to be nice and soft. Carter, let me see that follow through again. He needs to be nice and soft. If he's too stiff with that hand, the Oreo breaks. And knowing Carter, he might cry. But since Carter's got such a nice soft follow through, none of those Oreos break. Let me see it, Carter. Boom, great. So that's our dominant hand, our shooting hand, and we get that follow through from our shooting pocket. Now, Carter, let me see your left hand, okay? His left hand is called his guide hand in his shot, okay? And his guide hand will be on the side of the ball towards the top. So now Carter's gonna drop in his shooting pocket, and as he extends up, he's gonna extend his elbow for that follow through. His right hand's gonna go up and he's gonna follow through, and his guide hand is gonna help his shooting hand out. Now his guide hand's gonna be straight up facing his shooting hand. Okay, it doesn't come through because it's not called our second shooting hand. It's called our guide hand. That means to help. Okay. All right, Carter. We're just gonna shoot it in place. So Carter's gonna drop his hips here. Boom. And he's gonna shoot it straight up. Great. Carter, I want you to do that for me one more time. Go ahead. Boom. You guys see that? He gets that extension in his hips and he drives that ball through the shoulder pocket at the same time. Okay, watch that once more. He's gonna drop his hips and as he goes up, he pushes that ball up high and he gets that backspin on the ball. Great job, Carter. Thank you. I want you guys to try this a couple times, okay? You can do this seated to work on the follow through, or you can get up outside in your driveway, get that ball in your shooting pocket. All you do is just throw it up in the air a couple times, okay, just to get used to it, all right? All right, so we're gonna go on court for a couple things here. What I do with all my lessons, I start really close, okay? I once heard a rumor that Steph Curry hits 200 shots inside the lane before he moves. I don't know if that's true, I never followed up with that, but it's a great start. We make at least 15 to 20 shots inside the lane before I do anything outside or with a dribble, okay? Carter here is gonna start really close to the basket, about within 5 feet, and he's gonna really slow down and focus on the mechanics in his shot, okay? He's gonna work on that hip extension, that elbow drive for that shooting pocket, and he's gonna exaggerate and hold his follow through up there. It's not a game-like shot, we're just warming up right now, okay, Carter? Why don't you give me 3 makes right here? Good. And we're gonna try to get a swish every single time. Great job, Carter. One more, please. Good. All right. A couple red flags when I'm shooting a basketball. If I have a couple misses, I want to be able to evaluate what I did wrong in my shot. So Carter did a great job there. Okay. Now, if you ever miss a shot and it hits that front rim, there are a couple things that happen. Okay. Either you didn't get a high enough follow through and your hand ended up in front, so you push it forward, or you didn't get enough leg power or drive to get the ball to the basket. So we need to focus on never missing short and always having enough arc. The arc is that trajectory of the ball going to the rim. If I don't have enough arc, I miss it short or flat. If I don't use my legs, I miss it short or flat. Okay, so we got to focus on those things. If you ever miss, it's probably one of those. Now, I'm going to pass to Carter, and Carter's going to do a left-right step into a shot. Okay, I teach left-right when I'm going straight on for right-handers because it allows you to do the same rhythm every time you shoot it. It also allows you to have your right foot be your dominant foot that you can step on, which most right-handers are better at. Okay, so Carter's going to give a great example of doing a left-right catch right into a shot. Okay, here you go, Carter. 1, 2, boom, boom. So Carter there missed it short because he didn't get enough legs in the shot. Now he's going to actually jump in the shot, and we're going to see a big difference. Great, that was a great shot, Carter. Carter, I want you to give me a couple more and we're gonna go game speed. Okay, when I say game speed, I want you to shoot it quick enough to shoot it in the game, but without rushing yourself. If you guys know, there's a famous coach named John Wooden. He coached at UCLA and he has a book of quotes. My dad always told me a lot growing up. One of his quotes was, "Be quick, but don't hurry." What does that mean? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, I take it as go as fast as you can while you're in control. If you go too fast and you lose control, you got to slow down. But if you can be quick and totally control your body and your rhythm and your movements, that's a perfect speed to go at. Carter, we're gonna go 3 shots, game speed, quick. 1, 2. Good. That was a great job, Carter. Now that we know how to square up going straight forward, we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna work on squaring up off an angle or a curl. Okay, there's a little different way to do this. Okay, now we're gonna work on catching and shooting from an angle. Okay, whenever I focus on catching and shooting off an angle, I teach it a little bit different from straight on. Okay, my philosophy is that anytime you catch the ball, you're gonna square up on your inside foot. Okay, so now when I'm going at an angle, if I'm going this way and my basket's to my left, I'm gonna square up on my left foot. So I'm gonna do a left-right catch. Some people call this a stride stop, some people call this a 1-2 stop. Doesn't really matter. In my mind, this is the quickest, most efficient way to square up your jump shot. Now, on the other hand, when I'm going the opposite direction and the basket's on my right, I'm going to do a right-left catch. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're squaring up on the inside foot on both sides. Now, for right-handers, it's a lot easier to do a left-right since the ball's on your outside than a right-left. I'm bringing that ball across my body. Okay, it just happens to be like that. But if you want to be a great shooter, you have to be good at doing both of them. Okay, and it takes thousands and thousands of repetition to get that muscle memory. Now, not only do you want to square up on inside foot, you want to make sure you are ready to shoot that ball as soon as you catch it. Okay, that means my knees are bent, I drop my hips and I get that ball to my shooting pocket as soon as possible. If I'm not ready when I catch that ball, well then I'm not ready to shoot it and it's easy to defend. I want to be a threat right away so I can have the option of shooting it, and if I'm not open, now I can do other things. Okay, Carter here is going to demonstrate for us how to square up on his left foot. Okay, so he's going to do a left-right catch at the free throw line from the wing. Okay, take a look. Great shot, Carter. So even if you don't have someone to help pass to you or rebound for you, there's a great way for you to do this on your own. Okay, it's actually by throwing yourself a spin and catch. Okay, a spin and catch is when I throw a little backspin on the ball and I bounce it to myself. Okay, so Carter's going to demonstrate that he can spin it to the free throw line and still do that left-right stop into a jump shot. Okay, Carter, why don't you give me 3 good ones and reset. Great. Now, the more you get used to this, the quicker you can do it. Okay, so you speed up your rhythm. Carter here just made a couple in a row. At home, when you do this, I want you to make about 10 of them. It doesn't have to be in a row, but 10 total just to get comfortable. And if you want to do more, then you can speed it up quicker and quicker and quicker. Okay, now Carter's going to do the same thing coming from the opposite wing and squaring up on his right foot. Carter is now going to do a quick right-left catch at the free throw line for a jump shot. Go ahead, Carter, let's get a couple. Keep it quick, Carter. Let's get one more, Carter. Good. And like I said, about 10 repetitions, and as you get more comfortable, go quicker and quicker. So that's about 20 makes from the left side and the right side together. So next, we're gonna do a couple dribble pull-ups, okay? When I teach pull-ups, I usually teach a 2 dribble pull-up because 1 dribble is really hard to do, especially at a younger level. So Carter here is gonna demonstrate how to do a 2 dribble pull-up. He's gonna line up in the slot right now, okay? And he's gonna take his right hand, dribble twice to the free throw line, come to a left-right stop into a pull-up jump shot. Notice how Carter dribbles really low and tight to his body and the elevation he gets in his jump shot. After his jump shot, he's also going to hold that follow-through up. You ready, Carter? Good. So Carter did a great job of that. I would say it's same thing. We're gonna go about 10 makes of these. Okay. Once you get comfortable, you can go quicker and quicker. All right. Carter, let's do the same thing from the other side with a left-right or right-left stop. Sorry. So since Carter doesn't have a teammate to pass him the ball or a rebounder, he's going to actually spin the ball, put a little backspin on the ball to himself, and treat it like a pass. Now, this makes it more game-like because it allows you to catch the ball ready to go, and he's going to go into the shot right from there. Okay, Carter, why don't you give me a spin and catch, 2 dribble jump shot, and then start over again. One more time, Carter. Our last individual drill will be a dribble into a change into a pull-up jump shot. Okay, so Carter here is going to demonstrate. He's going to dribble up to the free throw line right in front of you guys here. Make a quick move, probably a crossover between the legs to either of the elbows for a pull-up jump shot. Now, if you dribble up with your right hand, you're going to end up on the left side because you can go by your defender. Vice versa for the left hand, you're going to end up on the right side. Okay, so Carter's going to dribble up here by himself. He's going to spin and catch it first of all. Right hand dribble up to the free throw line, drop and give me a nice little crossover. If you guys head over and check out Coach Pratt's page, he's going to have a great fundamental teaching points on a good crossover. Okay, he's going to dribble up, make a great low crossover to a pull-up jump shot on the left elbow. Go ahead, spin and catch, dribble up, change, pull-up jump shot. Now, what Carter did a great job was varying his changes. Okay, sometimes you can do a crossover, sometimes you can do it between the legs or behind the back. I'm going to show you one last variation that kind of ups the ante a little bit for the more advanced students. Okay, Carter, I want you to give me a dribble up, double change to the strong side elbow jump shot. Great job, Carter. Okay, so you can mix your crossovers between legs, behind the back. You can mix 1, 2, 3 changes into a pull-up jump shot. It's up to you, okay? The more advanced you want to go, the harder it gets. All right, so when we do this, though, we want to make about 15 jump shots on each elbow. Okay, that's going to take a little bit, but if you get a rhythm down, it gets easier and easier to do, okay? Now, I'm going to give you one last drill that you can do if you have a buddy to shoot with or a rebounder or someone else, okay? I have my good friend Carter, and then one of our former Heat alumni, Leighton Glodek, is going to help us out as well. 2 of the best shooters to ever walk through the program. Okay, this is going to be a partner shooting drill. It's going to be a continuous drill. You can do this until you make 10. You can do this until you make 20, 30, 40, 50. You can do this for hours if you wanted. It's a great drill for you to get after your own rebound and to pass to someone else and kind of get a little bounce back, okay? So the drill starts like this. Carter is going to stand in the lane. Leighton is going to spot up anywhere he wants. You can do this from 5 feet out. You can do this from about 20 feet out. It's up to you, okay? We want to progress farther and farther out, okay? If we're at the end of our workout and we're warmed up, we can probably shoot a little farther, or if we're older, okay? Carter is going to give a nice chest pass to Leighton, who's going to step into the shot and shoot, okay? As Leighton takes his shot, Carter is then going to spot up elsewhere. Leighton is going to get his own rebound and make a great chest pass to Carter. Okay, I want to note that if Leighton's ball goes flying, he must come back into the lane to make a realistic pass. This drill gets really easy to get sloppy with, where people start throwing bounce passes or cross-court passes. I want to focus on good passes that are realistic, okay? So wherever you get your ball, you're going to bring yourself back to the lane and make a great chest pass to your partner, okay? Let's watch Leighton and Carter get some buckets here. That was great shooting, guys. You guys were on fire. That's why we're called the Minnesota Heat. All right. I want to thank you guys as well, okay? Feel free to take that shooting mechanic breakdown and apply it to anywhere you want. In your backyard, at the park, in the gym, at practice, wherever you want to do that, okay? Feel free to take any of that information, okay? All of the drills we did today, you can do at home by yourself. And it could be 5 shots made for each drill, 10 shots, 20 shots. If you want to spend an hour doing this workout, it's easy to do that, okay? So thank you guys for bearing with us. Go Heat.